Hey everybody, Limbless here. Gonna do a video about prepping. Why you should prep, primarily. Why you should prep. Well, for one, I believe that everybody should prep because you never know when a disaster might happen. Even if it's a natural disaster or a man-made disaster. Now, to me, prepping is like having insurance. You know, car insurance. I mean, you don't plan to wreck your car, do you? No. I mean, shit, nobody does. You just have car insurance just in case. This is, it's exactly what prepping is. It's just in case. And if you have these three things, beans, bullets, and band-aids, I believe that you should do fairly good in a disaster situation. Or a hell of a lot better than your fellow man who, of course, didn't prep. You know, like your neighbors who call you a fucking whack job, crazy doomsayer, doom and gloom. You know, they want to act like nothing bad will ever happen, society will never collapse, no disaster of any kind will ever happen. So they don't prep, they don't prepare for anything. And then as soon as something bad happens, they're trying to beat your fucking door down. Help me, let me in. You were right. I'm stupid. And then I'm just gonna be like, oh, sorry, can't help you out. You know, you were calling me crazy a couple days ago. What happened? Whatever. So of course I got beans, bullets, and band-aids. The basic three essential things that I believe everybody should have. Beans, of course, to feed yourself and your family, potentially, friends of the family. Bullets to protect yourself and your family. And band-aids, of course, to treat wounds that you have sustained trying to protect yourself, your family, and your other supplies. Because, in a grid down scenario, people are going to be desperate. Those people who didn't prepare because they thought it was fucking stupid or crazy or whatever, they're now going to be desperate. They don't have anything. So they're going to try to take it from people who do have things. Or at least if they believe you have things, they're going to try to take them from you. Now, I believe that you should have these three basic items so that during a disaster scenario, you can sustain yourself instead of trying to rely upon the government, which either won't come in, they won't come through in time to help, or they just, they'll just almost kind of avoid the situation altogether, like how they did in Hurricane Katrina, and kind of like what they're doing right now during Hurricane Sandy. Do you really want to wait in line for 3 or 4 hours just to get a couple of gallons of gas? Or you could even, maybe you just don't get any gas at all because you've been standing in line for half the day, and pretty much like when it's almost your turn to go and fill up your 1 5-gallon gas can, they're like, sorry, the pumps are dry. Everybody go home. I mean, how would you feel if that happened? Could you imagine trying to wait in a big long line to go to the grocery store the day before or the day after a storm, like a bad storm, like a hurricane? The store shelves would be stripped bare. You couldn't get any of these items because they're all gone, because these are pretty much the first three items that everybody goes after. Everybody goes after food. Everybody goes after guns and ammo. Everybody goes over after medical supplies. You have to get the stuff before the shit hits the fan. You can't wait till 11th hour, and you can't wait until the shit has already hit the fan, because these supplies will not be there. Now, if you don't have any food, the shit hits the fan, grid down scenario. You and your family would you guys would be left to go pick through garbage, or you would have to steal it from other people's families who need it. Picking through garbage like Hurricane Sandy. I've seen so many pictures of people who obviously didn't prepare before the storm, and they had at least 5 days of just non-stop broadcasting. The hurricane's coming, get your shit, leave the state, go and prepare for about 5 days. And then these people just, I guess they didn't take it serious, or they thought, oh, this is America, nothing bad like that can happen, because obviously nothing bad ever happens to first world countries. Yeah, that's bullshit, ain't it? I bet you their little bubble got bursted, and they got sent back down to reality real quick. So, I see them digging through the garbage trying to find food, dumpster diving and stuff. And, in a grid down scenario, SHTF, let's say you're a woman, you might have to whore yourself out just to get this can of beans right here. Could you imagine having to have sex with somebody just to have a can of beans? Good Lord. And if you're a woman in a scenario like this, I certainly hope you have a lot of these, and you have a quality firearm to protect yourself and to protect your family from robbers and rapists, because for one, the police won't be there. They won't be there to protect you. And even if they could, how are you going to call them? The phone lines are down. There is no power. There's no running water. How are you going to protect yourself? So, that's some food for thought, everyone. If you're not prepping, I think you should. You should be prepping immediately. Thanks for watching.